city on top of my back, and it went way, way, way up. Like the D-line, I just go for my sack. Better be having they weighed up. We the ones turning it up to the max. All that hate can't phase us, 'cause we went way, way, way up. Never just way, way, way.
Hello and welcome to week 3 of Friday Football Fever. I'm Jeff Jones, and tonight's game of the week is about two teams that have already proven they are much better than they were a year ago. Westwood and Bastrop highlights tonight's non-district schedule. The Warriors haven't had a winning record since 2012, but this season they're out to a 2-0 start, and their average margin of victory is about 25 points. They've been very impressive. Bastrop, on the other hand, opened last season 0-3. So far this year, they've gotten revenge on 2 of those opponents, and tonight they got a rematch with the third. It is Westwood versus Bastrop in our game of the week. No better way to start a game than with a touchdown on the opening kick. Westwood's Scott Uffelman, 94 yards to the house. Now you might be wondering what kind of house? Well, of course, it's a 4-bed, 3.5 ranch-style house with a brand new kitchen. A house so nice that Damani Stewart wanted to stop by for a visit. Damani scored 3 touchdowns in the first half alone. Westwood kept its foot on the gas. Check out this nice pass from Owen Norrell to Lane Wood. The Warriors led 42-zip at the break. They're going to win this one 59-7. So guys, you have seen the highlights, you know the score, but my man Cory Mose had a chance to dive even deeper into this one. Cory just had a chance to finish talking with head coach Anthony Wood and a couple of tonight's star players. Cory, what's going on, man?
What's poppin', Jeff? Yeah, out here in Bastrop, they were able to celebrate homecoming tonight, but after they celebrated that, there wasn't much more to celebrate. Westwood was able to come out here rolling to start this game, and so much so that in the second half, that quarterback, Owen Norrell, barely even had to play. I was able to talk to him and also catch up and get to know star running back Damani Stewart a little bit more after the game. Your night ended kind of early, but I saw you on the sideline still dancing, having a good time. How fun is it to be able to play with this team?
Oh man, it's so much fun. And I mean, I've known a lot of these guys my entire life. Like Fred on defense, I met him when I was 6 years old. Cooper, our center, I've known him since I was 7. So, I mean, it's just fun to play with your friends that you've been friends with for so long, and it's just a family atmosphere.
And you got a new family member over here in Damani. Second year playing football. I got to know you a little bit earlier this week from Jamaica. Learned today that they actually found you in a virtual PE class, and that's how you started playing football. Man, tell me about your journey and how the last 2 years have been for you.
It's been a huge learning curve. I've had to put so much time in order to catch up to where I am right now. Time and time again, just put in the hours. I'm real happy to be on this team.
And Coach, let me get you in here. Just talking to Damani, what has he meant to this program over the last 2 years?
It's unbelievable to see what he brings from the day we met him on Zoom in the background in PE class, just to see where he's come. And he's he's so young in terms of football playing experience, this only really being his second year. It's truly unique just to see how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
3-0 start now with this squad. What makes this squad particularly so well built and be able to execute at the level that they're doing right now this season?
You know, there's really a couple of things I can really contribute this to. It's we're playing great defense. We're playing as a team. It's so much fun to coach. And to see the joy on their face, I mean, it's been a while. You know, we've struggled here quite a while. And so no matter how it ends up, just to see how far these guys have come in such a short amount of time, we're going to enjoy it day by day.
Well, Coach, I see the joy on your face as well, not just on their face. And so I'm glad to see that smile as well.
Thank you.
So continue doing what you're doing, Coach, and congratulations on being 3-0.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
So you heard Coach talk about it's been a while since they've had success, so much so that it's been nearly a decade since they've had a winning season. And so it's great to see that not only are they performing on the field, but also can they keep the ball rolling. We'll be able to see next week when district starts to play. So now, Jeff, I got to ask you though, we're in Bastrop, so I got to stop at the Buc-ee's. So you need anything from Buc-ee's, I got you.
I need everything, Cory. Everything you can get, go ahead and bring it back to me. I'll take it. Yeah, you be safe on the ride back, man. And thank you for catching up with all of those people after the game for us. All right, now moving on, one of, if not the best players in town this season has been Hutto quarterback Will Hammond. The Texas Tech commit threw for 719 yards last week, the third most in a single game in Texas high school history. He entered today leading the nation with over 500 yards per game through the air, and tonight he took on a San Antonio area powerhouse. Cibolo Steele. The Hippos knew this one would be tough. I'm not sure if they knew how tough. Steele was undefeated through the regular season last year, and tonight we saw why. Steele receiver Royal Capel has offers from schools like Oklahoma, Baylor, and Duke. He also has a touchdown in this game. Long story short, everything went Steele's way. Hutto falls to 1-2 this season. Final score of this one, 57-27. To the scoreboard for the first time tonight, Vandergrift remains perfect. The Vipers beat Waco Midway 48-17, and Lake Travis also keeps a 0 in that loss column. The Cavs beat Buda Johnson 52-24. More scores coming your way right now. Maynard, they were up last time I checked. It looks like they're still up in this one. 36-34 in the fourth quarter. That one's going back and forth. The Mustangs trying to hold on to that undefeated record. Cedar Ridge beat Harker Heights by the slimmest of margins, a 34-33 win at home. One more score coming your way right now. A nail-biter up north. Liberty Hill gets another high-scoring close win. This time it is 45-42. Over Georgetown. They even got logos. Look at you, Liberty Hill and Georgetown. Hey, Austin High versus Anderson, and you know what they say, if this inflatable's a rockin', two high school football teams are about to take the field. Early on, Anderson's Colin Haynes. I'm more of a fruit of the loom guy, but Haynes offering some tagless full coverage on this play. A pick six for my man Colin. Very nice. Anderson up there. They had a shot at another interception, but check out what happened. The ball bounced twice like a bad check before Christian Rector grabbed it for a touchdown. The game was tied 7-7 at the half. Anderson went on to win this one, though, 17-14. Back to some more scores. Oh, a lopsided one up top there. Westlake over Aikens, 64-0. I think Aikens is still looking for their first points this season. Those will come, and we hope they come soon for them. Lockhart and Lehman. The battle of the two teams down south. Lehman wins this one by 10, 41-31, the final score there. San Marcos playing the guys from San Antonio. Couldn't quite hang with San Antonio Wagner. That's a good squad. Wagner wins this one 62-17. Leander, oh man, those close losses hurt extra. They fall to Del Rio by 1 point, 35-34. We have updated you on about a dozen games so far, and we have much more left to show you. Scores, highlights, our band of the week, and of course our Big Save Play of the Week nominees are all coming up next. It is time for our drive of the week, and when you say it like that, it's time to bring in my friend Tyler Feldman. Tyler, the guys from Giddings, got to see a whole lot of Central Texas today. They made the hour-and-a-half-long drive from Giddings out east to Lago Vista out west, and what they found was a Vikings team hungry for a win.
Jeff, I'm a little giddy for this Giddings game. After back-to-back 10-win seasons and a trip to the state quarterfinals, Lago Vista has yet to win a game this season. The Buffaloes, on the other hand, picked up their first win last weekend. We're hoping that momentum, Jeff, could help them get redemption against a team they lost to by 32 points a season ago.
I thought you were going to say you were giddy to be standing next to me. Hey, I'm giddy to see these fun plays. Lago Vista not afraid to use a little misdirection. The reverse early on with the Suede Griffin. Suede looking smooth, durable, but not very weather resistant. The Vikings led already, but added to that lead right here when Dominic Garcia and Decker Sims connected. The Vikings win this one 31-12. They get win number 1 this season.
How about that? Out at the Palace, 1-win Stony Point hosting 1-win Pflugerville. Late first quarter, still no score. 3rd and long for the Tigers when Kiddick Calvis drops back, fires deep over the middle and connects. Andrew Gomez going, gone. 56-yard touchdown. 7-0 Tigers. And down goes Gomez. Down goes Gomez. Big time game for the Stony Point defense too. Isaiah Cantrell with the sack as the Tigers sack the Panthers 19-0.
Let's get back to the scoreboard. Here's an interesting one. LBJ traveled up north to face Dallas Parish Episcopal, a private school powerhouse, and they suspended that game in the second quarter due to lightning. LBJ was trailing by 2 scores, 26-12. Llano and Crockett, a couple of evenly matched teams there. Llano, the Yellow Jackets get the 3-point win, 20-17. More scores coming your way. Fredericksburg hosted Kerrville Tivy, and Tivy's going home with a win. They take that one 28-12.
Hey, we had another banger over at Gupton Stadium. Clemens visiting Vista Ridge. This sign says it all. You think you can beat us? Now that's fantasy football. Not a fantasy, the Rangers defense. Grant Anderson saying, not today. Big sack, and that big play eventually leads to this big play. Jackson Arnott knuckles it deep, and luckily not is not in Luke Berry's vocabulary. What a catch. Few plays later, just 2 minutes left in the first half. Josan gains a yard and gives Vista Ridge its first lead of the game. Rangers, first 3-0 start since 2020. Winners 24-0 over the Buffaloes. To the scoreboards, Eastview falling to Lampasas 72-37. Wow. Still this game following up in the third quarter. Lhasa leading Austin Achieve 35-6. More scores, Rudder leading Elgin 33-7 in the fourth. And then Colleen Chaparral. KC, I'll call it.
We're familiar with Chaparrals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The guys at Westlake will be proud of us.
34-21.
Yep. Well, hey, we talk about the guys on the field all the time, the people on the sideline, but when they go into the locker rooms for halftime, one of the real shows starts, and that's when the band hits the field. Every week this season, we're going to showcase a local group as our Friday Football Fever Band of the Week, and this week, that honor goes to the team from Hutto. Take a listen. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever. He's Tyler, I'm Jeff, and it was a tough season last year for Connolly. The Cougars went 0-10. They do have a new coach, though. Their closest loss in that game, the closest loss in the season last year.
There you
That's
go.
a tough sentence.
That is. You got through it.
Tough sentence, tough season last year. Their closest loss came in a non-district game against McAllen.
And hey, Jeff, lucky for us, we got to see the rematch tonight. This time around, Connolly entered the game with a win already under their belt, so another one tonight would give them a 2-win season for just the second time in 6 years.
All right, let's see if they get it. Let's hit the ground running with a run. Jamal Abercrombie left no crumbs on this play. He made 6 defenders miss on his first long score of the night. Then, English teachers, you might want to turn away for a second. The Cougar flag guys come out. Where is the C? I don't see the C.
The Cougars.
Cougars get win number 1. They played music so loud on the bus on that ride home that they blew the speakers in week 1. I hope the bus driver packed earbuds tonight. They might blow those speakers again. Connolly wins 56-42. Let's get to the scoreboard. Maynard New Tech went to play Navarro. Navarro won that one 43-14, and Luling pitched a shutout. They beat Eastside 47-0. More scores coming your way right now. Travis gets a win over the private school 67-13 over Schertz John Paul II. And Johnson City, the Eagles, they like to say booyah over there when they do well. Booyah to you guys tonight. They get a 42-20 win over San Saba. More scores. Hey, Gerald over Caldwell 28-21. Gerald was down 21-7 in the third quarter of this one and came back to win. Wow, 21 unanswered to close this thing on out. Congrats, Cougs.
Beautiful night down in San Antonio. Undefeated Weiss taking on winless Judson. Opening kickoff. That is Daniel Berry receiving the football, following his blockers, finding a seam, and no, he didn't. Jeff? Oh, yes, he did. That right there is how you start a football game. Weiss off to its best start in program history. Yeah, they're 3-0 after bottling the Rockets 21-10.
Weiss is nice. Bowie visiting Del Valle, and both offenses were in the giving spirit early on. The Bulldogs and Cardinal traded first half interceptions. First, Bowie's Noah Lear, then Del Valle's Ethan Wilrich. Nice plays on D, but we all wondered which offense would find the end zone first. In the second quarter, Bowie answered that question. Owen Ball said, "This is the way we ball." Any Houston Rap fans out there remember that one? A little trip down memory lane for us, and a little trip to the win column for Bowie. Bulldogs win this one, 33-0.
Boards, baby. Taylor coming up just short against Robinson, 28-24. They were actually up in that ball game, 24-21, and then Brownwood gets the win over Burnett, 24-10. More scores. Lavernia beating LaGrange, pitching a shutout, 45-0. Smithville falling to Navarro, 33-13.
Hey, t-shirt time. We have these new
Gotta love
t-shirts. Let's see. Fresh for the 2023 season right there. And I want to give some of them away. So what I'm going to do, Tyler, I'll ask you to take a picture.
I took 2.
Okay, I was about to say,
I wasn't sure
an
about the
extreme
first one.
close-up.
I went with the fish shot.
All right, sounds good to me. What I'll do is I'll post that picture on my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram at Jeff Jones Sports. And at random, I'll pick somebody who is both following me on that platform and comments on that picture. I'll pick 2 people this week.
What if I'm already following you?
That's cool. All you got to do is comment. Okay. I'll pick 2 people and I'll DM you, and I'll let you know that you are receiving one of these shirts. We actually have a whole bunch of sizes this year. I'm ready to send them to you. So do that as soon as this commercial break. We'll be right back. Abacus Athlete of the Week. Hey, welcome back to Friday Football Fever. And Tyler, as you know, every week this season we'll feature one student as our Abacus Athlete of the Week.
And this week we're shining a light on a young man, running back from Cedar Park. He balled out last night. He helped propel the T-Wolves to a close win against a team that they usually didn't find success a lot the last couple years, Round Rock.
But last night they did. Hey, Trey Hill is a sophomore who didn't run like a sophomore on Thursday, ran like a grown man. Trey finished with over 100 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, including the go-ahead score that sealed the win for Cedar Park. This was their first win over Round Rock since 2009. Now, if you clinch that kind of win, you deserve Athlete of the Week. And if you earn Athlete of the Week, you get to chat with Cory Mose.
It's going to go to Trey Hill. Where you at? Over 100 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns today. What made you so successful tonight?
Oh, honestly, my O-line and the play calling. Yeah, I gotta get up to my O-line. They're doing their job. I love them to death.
And you had to come back in this one. Y'all were down 24-21 at one point. What was the conversations like in the huddle on the sidelines, knowing that y'all had one more shot to go down the field and score?
Finish strong, honestly. It's all gas, no brakes. You know, the game's not over until it's over.
And today, man, y'all fought really hard. This is the first win that y'all had over Round Rock for the first time since 2009. Was that a conversation in the locker room? Did you know that stat before the game?
No, we don't care. We don't care what rank you are, how many times you beat us. We don't care. We're coming for everything.
All right, Trey, congratulations. Keep balling out this year, okay?
Trey Hill, congrats, my man. Thanks, Cory. Now, don't forget to catch Friday Football Fever on Thursday. Yeah, every week we're live streaming a high school football game Thursday night on KVUE Plus and our KVUE YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this.
Time for our Big Save of the Week, sponsored by Austin Telco. Now, each and every week, we see plenty of plays that are worth watching 3 or 4 times. And tonight, we picked out 3 of our favorites that we want to show you again as our Austin Telco Big Save of the Week nominees. Now, our first play was literally the first play of our first game, our game of the week. Westwood's Scott Uffelman took the opening kickoff 94 yards to put the Warriors on top about 12 seconds into that game. Westwood is 3-0 on the season and looks like the type of team that can push for a playoff berth in one of our area's toughest districts.
Hey, check out Connolly's Jamal Abercrumbia. Sadly, no Fitch, but he does run like a model citizen. Smell you later. Makes 6 defenders miss, 47-yard house call. And how about the big block he got from Zion Burnett at the end there? Cougars win, boom, big. Oh, there it is.
See the block?
Right? Oh,
that's it. Yeah.
over
I see
McCallum.
Zion. Very nice. Hey, and last up, every once in a while, we see plays that literally make us stand up and say, wow, in the sports office. That's exactly what happened here. Austin High's Christian Rector catching a touchdown pass that bounced off not one, but two Anderson defenders. Concentration, hands, and a little bit of luck. I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here, but that might be a play of the year nominee.
Incredible.
Incredible indeed. Well, guys, now that you've seen the nominees, it's time for you to let us know which play is your favorite. You do that by going to my Twitter page at Jeff Jones Sports. I haven't posted the poll yet, but I think I can post in the next maybe 60 seconds or so. You go ahead and vote there, and I'll re-air the winning play during one of Tuesday's shows right here on KVUE.
Started the timer now, 60 seconds.
I appreciate that. And you know what? Since we still have about 60 seconds left in the show, let's let you guys listen to our new theme song for Friday Football Fever, actually made by one of our directors, Joseph Yarborough.
Let's go. I put the city on top of my back, and it went way, way, way up. Like the D-line, I just go for my sack. Better be having they weighed up. We the ones turning it up to the max. All that hate can't phase us. Cause we went way, way, way up. Never just way, way, way. Go mode always activated. Took a minute to recalibrate it. People looking at me agitated. Really act like they ain't glad I made it. I ain't looking for congratulations. Never thrived on their validation. Just show respect and some admiration. Cause I'm the GOAT, no fabricating. So give me my throne and my crown and my trophy. I knew I was meant to be king. Was sick of just hoping I had to go make a reality out of these